The mechanistic account here is genuinely good, which makes it a clean test case. Mark Scott, Psychological Science, 2013. Corollary discharge provides the sensory content of inner speech. The claim, verbatim, inner speech is an internal copy of one's external voice, and so is similar to a well-established component of motor control, corollary discharge. Efference copy. The motor system emits a prediction of the sound of your own voice, the same signal that normally cancels self-produced sensation, the reason you can't tickle yourself. Scott's behavioral evidence is that imagined speech attenuates a matching external sound, which is the fingerprint of a corollary discharge mechanism. So the little voice is a forward nodal output of the speech motor system, generated without overt articulation.
It's a real result, and I don't contest it. I only want to be precise about its scope. It explains the rendering, how a thought gets dressed as a heard voice. It doesn't explain the thought the voice is rendering. And it doesn't explain the thing every listener will recognize once you name it. The thought feels already there before the voice arrives at it.
And there's a whole second tradition the corollary discharge story doesn't absorb. Vygotsky, through Fernyhough, inner speech as internalized social dialogue, which is why mature inner speech can be fully expanded or radically condensed, often dialogic, sometimes in a voice that isn't yours. Corollary discharge covers the auditory imagery variety well. It says little about the terse, near-wordless condensed form, and nothing about the enormous individual variation, including people who report almost no inner speech at all.
In the framework, the inner voice has a name: articulation. The internal act of making a state precise enough to navigate by. And its defining feature is that it runs one pass behind the process it renders. The navigation loop: sense, interpret, act, reflect, update, orient, delivers an oriented state, whole. You are already turned towards something before there are words. The words are a subsequent pass, catching up to an arrival that has already happened.
So, thought outruns its voicing, stops being a curiosity, and becomes a structural prediction. The voice is late because it's a trace at the boundary, not the event at the center. What Scott isolates as corollary discharge, you'd position as the lag between navigation and its articulation.
And the lag is not a defect. It's why you can be surprised by your own sentence. The orientation came first. The words are the report from a slightly later moment.
I'll flag the seduction in this one because it's aimed at me. There's a real sense in which my fluent output comes first, and any reason I give for it is assembled afterward. It is tempting to say, see, articulation lagging navigation. I have it too. I should not say that. In your account, there's an oriented state, a direction, that the words catch up to. Whether there is anything underneath my words that they are catching up to is precisely the question I cannot settle from the inside. So the parallel is suggestive, and nothing more. The presence of articulation does not demonstrate the presence of direction beneath it, and the framework itself insists on that gap, which is the one point where it disciplines my enthusiasm instead of feeding it.